This is John Groves coming to you from my home studio. And today, for our Bible talk, I want to follow up on Isaac's meditation, his meeting with his bride-to-be, Rebecca, and what that first meeting was like. Oftentimes, Isaac is the subject of some theological debates about being the son of promise as compared to the son of the flesh, and how that makes us, as the inheritors of that mantle, heirs to God's kingdom. But setting those notions aside, consider that there's another detail here in our story about Isaac. His mother laughed when she was told that she was going to have a baby. She was way past childbearing years. And so her laughter, for which she's reproved by God, becomes the name of the son Isaac. And so Isaac has a temperament here of being happy, laughing. And that sort of characterizes his nature. And we have Charles Fillmore in his book, Mysteries of Genesis, commenting on the union between Rebecca and Isaac as the union of the devout, joyous soul with the soul of the divine natural, which essentially means the perfection of the natural world. In a lesson dated August 5, 1945, Fillmore states, what attraction subsists between joy, represented by Isaac, and beauty, Rebecca? Joy attracts beauty to itself, for joy is one of the chief riches of the spirit. And when we are joyous, we see beauty everywhere. Joy quickens our consciousness of beauty and puts us in harmony with perfection. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. That last line, by the way, is from John Keats's poem, Endymion. No question here, but that the romance between Isaac and Rebecca is just absolutely lovely. And we're happy that Charles Fillmore recognizes it as such. I think of it as a metaphysical union that helps us affirm, as Jesus notes in his dialogue with the Sadducees, God, as revealed to Moses, is the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. He is the God of the living and not of the dead, as he had occasion to tell these Sadducees. And I see as an extension of that, the whole notion that God is the person with whom we meditate. This is the person or entity with whom we come into contact as we search within to find answers, find direction, find the guidance we need to deal with whatever external circumstances may be presented to us. And so, to me, affirming the capacity to meditate, the capacity to discover this inner divinity is key, and a direct appreciation for how Isaac is navigating his life, coming to terms with his future. As I've said and hinted before, I may be way off base suggesting that Isaac, during this period of meditation, was concerned about his future. What was it going to be like? But he works that out, and that's all to the good. I want to lead to our closing here by sharing with you another treasure from the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. Just bring it out here. This is Rembrandt's painting, sometimes referred to as a Jewish bride, but also commonly referred to as Isaac and Rebecca. It's a couple that's been married, and you can see in their expressions, in their gestures, that careful, longing attention and devotion that these two have for each other. And I want to affirm as an element of that, that the ability to communicate is what enhances this partnership of marriage, that the ability to communicate is also what enhances our capacity to meditate, the ability to verbalize and explore our thoughts. That's why I think the Bible essentially is saying, after Isaac introduces his bride-to-be to his mother, Sarah, and after Sarah's death, the Bible tells us that Isaac found comfort in his relationship with Rebekah. It's out of this union and this capacity to communicate that we have the capacity to determine who and what we are, what we're about, and what we should do in a given moment or situation. So perhaps we can be inspired through this painting and past references about how the meditations in our hearts and minds and how they may bring us joy and comfort, as Isaac and Rebekah discovered in the early days of their union. Until next time, this is John Groves signing off.